a little scenario here where I have two Z4 Fresnels up. I have a 9-foot backdrop. This is a TV gray drop, and I'm going to just take some light readings. I've got a 5D set up in the foreground, set to 500 ISO at a 2.8 on the lens and a 50th on the shutter. So I've set my meter at 500 ISO. I've got 24 frames a second, and I'm just going to take some generic light readings across this backdrop, and it's basically lit even. We've got two fixtures up, and I'm achieving a 5.6 across the middle here. It falls off a little at the top, 4.8, 5.6, 5.6 and a half, 5.6 and a third, and down to a 5.6 as it falls off. So in general, you know, just picking something that's only at 500 ISO, I've got plenty of light on the backdrop here, especially if you know, you're thinking about trying to shoot wide open and throw this thing out of focus. These fixtures, again, they're both on full flood, and you know, at a diagonal measurement to the middle, they are about 11 feet away from the drop. So that one's about 10 and a half, so we're off 6 inches or so on that. But the height of the fixtures, they're about 6 feet tall right now. Again, they're full flood. So if I was to want to heat this up and just focus it in, and create a hot spot. Now, I'm not adjusting the exposure on the camera that I'm filming this with, so this stuff could look kind of overexposed, but you know, I'm punching in on an 8 and a third. So yeah, the hot spot's about an 8 and a third. That's two of the Z4s pounding in kind of towards the center of the drop. So a lot of questions was the spread. If I'm doing something like an 8-foot, 9-foot wide backdrop, I don't think one fixture is going to be enough to light this thing all the way across flat. But if you were just looking for one individual hotspot, you know, one fixture could do it. But to light the whole thing evenly, to get at least a decent exposure, it takes 2 units. Again, 500 ISO on the 5D at a 2.8. This thing is overexposed. So with my light readings, I'm getting about a 5.6 on this drop. So I just wanted to show you just a little scenario of 2 Z4 Fresnels lighting a 9-foot wide backdrop. This is, again, is a TV gray. At 500 ISO, I'm getting about a 5.6 all the way across, and at 500 ISO again. And if you know, typical camera, a 5D, shooting at 500 ISO, you got loads of light here to make that happen. Just for kicks, I went ahead and got one of our Z1 1x1 panels out, just to kind of give a little compare. I've got the Z4 Fresnel on this side and our Z1 1x1 on that side, both set to daylight. And just to kind of show you the fall off, so before I had 2 Z4s, nice even lighting. Again, the Z4 is full flood, the panel, which is a 60-degree pattern, and you know, we still have our 5.6 coming across here. And then we start to drop off just about a half a stop. So a 4.5 is what we start to fall off on the side here. Now, I took both lights and, you know, kept them at the same height and the same distance to the drop. So our Z4, you know, at full flood is just a half a stop brighter than our Z1 panel. But of course the difference is the Z4 can spot and flood, and you know, is a Fresnel lens. So you will have the ability to cut the light a little more on this Z4 Fresnel than you would on a 1x1 panel. So there you have it.